That was like a whistle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost Dimension. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is Tuesday evening over in the UK, and it's Tuesday afternoon here at the cave. Welcome, everybody. I was just kind of going through, and I'll start at the top like I always do and work down. But I got down a little bit, and Simon, I think it was you that mentioned that you do your cards, right? A lot of people have asked me over the past few weeks which cards they should get, what decks they should get. There's all kinds of decks out there. The deck I use is a deck that I created. And long time ago, I actually started out with another deck that was really popular in the 80s. That was also about with animals and creatures. And I'll tell you this. There's no right deck and there's no wrong deck. If a deck calls to you and you feel comfortable with it, you get to know it by using it. Even if you're just tossing cards and trying to set the patterns out that you want to use or the card lays that you want to use. The deck I use is not tarot. I don't know anything about the tarot deck. It's not necessarily a one for a first deck, but it's not necessarily not. It's whatever you're drawn to. And the big thing is, it can be angel deck. It can be, I even saw a deck that was on, it was like cartoon characters of animals, like dogs and cats, domesticated animals. And there's fairy tale, I've seen fairy tale decks. It doesn't matter if you are drawn to a deck. It doesn't matter if someone else isn't using it, or like I would look at it and say, yeah, not me. It doesn't matter, because it's about what you yourself want to use and what you yourself feels drawn to. And another big thing is you need to make that deck yours. Okay, I pick up my deck. I've used this so long. This is actually the second edition, which it went from 50 cards to 72 cards. Which is also in a traditional tarot deck is 72 cards. But all the cards is a tool. They're a tool to allow us to connect to people. It's a tool to be able to collect or connect with a client, because sometimes they want to know. So it's kind of like reading the instructions to putting something together, or doing it just on your own without looking at instructions. And instructions that come, my deck doesn't come with instructions, because my deck was intended for people to learn about the creatures and, the crystals and different traditions. Like I have the prayer tie-in thing in my deck. And it's about how we connect to those and what they have to teach us as lessons. And basically that's any deck is built the same way, whether it's an oracle deck, it's an angel deck, whether it's a storyland deck, or it's like my deck that I have. Again, there's no one right way and no wrong way to do it. It just simply is what resonates with you. I'll also go so far as to tell you, and this is actually a little bit of a fun thing, and I laugh at it all the time. My dear friend Lizzie Starr, who's over in England, and she's been a medium for a long time, and I look at her as a big sister to me. And we occasionally will play okay, I'm throwing cards down for me. And yeah, it doesn't really work when you throw them for yourself, because you put down what you want to see. Okay. And this is from somebody seasoned that has done cards and readings for years and years. And she's like, yeah, I need you to throw some cards for me. And it's the same way if I were to sit and say, throw cards for myself. It's like, yeah, that's not what I want to hear. So you pick them up and you throw them back down until you get what you want, right? And not everybody does it, but it's a common, kind of a common chuckle between people that do read. Excuse me. So, also for those of you that have had private readings with me, I do them a lot differently than I'm doing them with you guys with a card. And the card here tonight, and when I do these readings online and I stream them, is simply to make that connection and give you that short version of what I would give you in a longer read. So, and I'm sure plenty of you that have had reads can tell the others what they're like, you know, and everybody reads different and everybody does, you know, connects in different ways. I can tell you, I never know when I'm reading what we're going to connect with, if it's going to be mediumship, if it's going to be, you know, what's going on, what they're showing me, what your ancestors are showing me. I can never tell. And I can also tell you that within probably about an hour of doing a private read, I don't even remember it. So, because it's not for me, the messages are for everybody else. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. And Simon, it's cool that you've got cards and are working with them, and whoever else is beginning to work with them. Just remember, don't be hard on yourself when you're starting to use them. Because oftentimes decks may not even read for you the way the little book gives you, okay? And my thing with that is, and my big thing with that, I'll tell you, is like angel cards. I love angel cards. I've done angel paintings. I've worked with the angels. But for me to say, well, this is how they're going to work with you, I can't do that, okay? Because everybody's different and everybody's unique. So how spirit chooses to interact with each of us is going to be different. So you have to remember that, and don't be hard on each other, or don't be hard on yourself. If you're learning takes a while until you kind of feel comfortable with it. Start with people around you, start with friends. Heck, you guys can call me up or send me over on my page at Bear Medicine Walker. Send me a thing and say, hey, would you work with me, you know, for readings? And I'd happily step in. Not a problem. And I've got a lot of people that would do it, and I've had a lot of people that have done it. So it's all good. So, all right. So enough of that boo-boo. Mango is not out today. As you can see behind me, Miss Pip is. It's her turn out. He was a beast today. He was pretty good, but he was trying to get out into the other room, and actually almost got squished in the door. I was glad I looked before I shut it, because he was on top of it. All righty. So who are we going to do a card for first? All right. I thought Yoda, I thought you had one. Did you not? Yes, you did. Okay, there you are. All right, so let me get a card out here for you, sir. Oh, and it is getting cold up here. The sun's out, but man, I'm telling you, it is way late fall weather. It is cold. I swear I'm going to wake up one morning and I have snow outside. All right, so let me get my eyes off of here so I can see what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And make sure you like these and share this video, and make sure you check out Sean and Bex's website. They're over on YouTube as well. And their website, okay, I'm going to try to get it right again, ghostdimension.uk. .co, I think. Sean, please put it in, because your Mama Bear's brain is fried and I can't remember. All right, so your card tonight is white sage, okay? Now, sage is actually very sacred in actually many spiritual groups or cultures, okay? And white sage actually, when we burn it, we burn it to clear the energy field around us, to cleanse it, okay? And it's kind of like sometimes some churches or religions would use incense. It's used the same way here. It's used to clear the energy field. So say you're at work one day and, you know, you're working with people and they were kind of had a really kind of a negative vibe around them, and I have no clue what that light is going in front of me on and off. I have absolutely no clue. Anyway, it cleans. You come back home, you light some white sage, and it just makes you feel better. And sometimes if you're stopped with it and you have it in your car, the cops think it's pot. Happened, true story. But anyway, white sage for you right now. This is about you and the way the world perceives you and how you perceive the world sees you. So in other words, you're looking at yourself and you have this image and you want this people to understand who you are and what you're doing and what you're about and all that stuff. And they're looking at you and you're kind of looking at them like, oh, I don't think they like me this way, or oh, I don't think they are seeing the true me, or oh, I think they might not be thinking good things. Okay, so part of this is for you to get comfortable in your own skin, so to speak, is what they're saying. So with the white smudge, they're also, or the white sage smudge, what they're telling you is that you need to be more confident in your abilities, confident in what you do and how you are perceived to others, because you've got this great soul light within you that just shines, and people are very attracted to that, because you are about good energy, you are about positives, you are about setting good examples for others to follow. And I think sometimes you don't even realize, from what they're showing me right now, is how you actually impact people. Okay, and it's very positive, and you actually put other people before yourself. Okay, but what they're telling me is you need to put just as much energy into yourself because you're worthy of it, and also because you need it to happen. Okay, you need to understand. Love comes, and love and understanding and acceptance all comes once we decide that we can look in our mirrors and say, you know what, I like you. I like who you are. And this is the stage where you're at right now. They're showing me you've got, yep. They're showing me that your abilities and things are coming in almost quicker than you can figure out what's going on at the time. So they're just telling you to slow down a little bit, but they want you to look in the mirror and look at the beautiful soul that's there in the mirror reflecting back to you, and understand that that's you and it's awesome. Okay. Yep. Okay. So in doing so, okay, you'll find a lot of tension that you've been feeling, and I feel this is like brought on by stress. You'll start to feel that dissipate, but you have to be able to look in the mirror. This is very, very important, that you look at yourself and you realize what an awesome person you are. Okay, and that doesn't mean, you have a big ego. That doesn't mean you're narcissistic, but we all have to learn to love ourselves. Oftentimes people are like, oh, why can't I find the right person to be with? Or why? Well, then when you start really looking and peeling back the onion layers, right? People don't even care or love themselves as they should. Okay, so this is what it is about you for you today. And it's kind of like goes into the week, and they just want you to realize what an awesome, awesome person you are. And also the white sage represents spiritual and sacred. So there's things that they're telling me and showing me working on, and it will progress in a positive way. Okay, so it's all going to be good. Just take those seven direction breaths, ground yourself, and then just sit with yourself. I'm also seeing, and I know I'm going a longer time on you, but I'm also seeing automatic writing. So they're showing me like maybe perhaps you should sit and kind of do almost like a meditation and just kind of write down whatever it is that comes to your mind. Okay. And, people used to laugh at me when I would tell them to do this. And I honestly, it could be anything. It could be a McDonald's hamburger that pops in your head. Write it down, whatever you're getting. And then all of a sudden you'll get a flow, and your inner spirit and your inner soul will connect with your spiritual family in the realms, and you'll start getting things. And the more you practice it and the more you just open yourself to it, you're going to bring in positives because you're a very positive person. But it'll also help you understand not only yourself but your gifts a little better. Okay, I love you, and your card is White Sage. All right. Okay, now I got to put my glasses back on because I can't see for nothing. Okay. All right, let's go down here a little bit. Oh, hi, Simon. You guys. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Yeah, I can give you a card. I'm going to pull this up a little bit. All right. Hi, Dan. How are you? Let's see who else is here before I go down here. Hi, Demon. How are you? Hi, Panda. How are you? All right. So, Lisa, let's see what we've got for you today. Don't forget, as the girls say, like and share. Like and share. Visit us. I'm happy to answer you too. I've had quite a few people jumping on and sending me emails over on my website. That's bearmedicinewalker.com, and on my profile Facebook page. So anytime I can help out, just send me a note. If I don't get back to you right away, doesn't mean I don't love you. Doesn't mean I don't care. It just means I'm not on the computer. Even though sometimes it shows I'm on the computer all the time, that's because my tablet and my phone always have it kind of clicked. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Your card today. Your card is air. Okay, so air is an elemental. And obviously air is very important, right? It's important because we breathe to be alive, okay? But when the air elemental usually shows up when I'm pulling cards, it's relating to what they're showing me with you is like, you don't even have time to take a breath. And it's like you have to slow your pace down. And they're literally saying, so you understand your power. And by your power, I mean your energy level, the things that you're very well capable of. And they just said, you know, she's brilliant at some of these things, and she kind of beats herself up because she thinks it's not being done properly or not being done good enough. And the spirit family that's around you right now, I'm actually seeing 2 women step up. One is to the left and one is in the middle. So the one in the middle is younger, and the one on the left, she's actually very, very very invested in you. And I want to say this is a grandmother figure, so it's either your grandmother, and I feel it's more on the maternal side. But it's like she's standing there and she's like, for me, and funny because she just said this. She says, "Aren't I like a breath of fresh air?" And it's like, yeah, you are, because she's so like bright and sunny, and her personality is just 100% like positive, right? And then I remembered when she said that, yeah, your card is air, right? So she's stepping forward to remind you of all the good things that you do and all the good things that have happened in your life. And she says, make it lighter. Don't carry forward negatives or things that you're being hard on yourself for, or kind of dragging old stuff up to make it kind of still survive and still be in the real time for you because you haven't dealt with it or cut it loose. Okay, so one of the things she's saying, she's really kind of cool. One of the things she's saying is, you know, just let go of the old stuff because you can't change it. You can't do anything about it. Let it go. And kind of just stand in the present. And she's showing me literally like reaching back and pulling old hurts, old emotions, all that kind of stuff up front with you. Like something maybe has triggered it and you've been thinking that way. But she's saying, just let it go. Go out and do the 7th breath exercise that I tried to get you guys to do. And it's like just fresh air. Breathe in the fresh air. Start from scratch. Every moment we start moving forward is new. So take that breath of fresh air, she's saying, and just wipe the slate clean and let it go. And then you're in control. Okay. Also, the woman behind me, she's not as old as the lady on the left. And she's actually pretty stern. Like this one's all light, and like I said, she's light as air, right? She's fun. She's an older woman, like a grandmother figure or an older aunt. But this woman behind me is a little more strict, and she's not negative, but she's kind of a little more strict. Matter of fact, she's telling me to get to the point because she's tapping her feet and she's got her hands crossed like this. And she's got dark hair and she's just shaking her head and she's saying, you're being kind of silly about whatever this is that they're bringing up, and just let it go and move forward and embrace everything. You're doing good. Don't be hard on yourself. And people that don't resonate with you, just let them go. With love, let them go, she's saying, but kick them out the sacred circle. Okay. And that's what I tell you guys always too is, make sure the things and people and events that are important to you at the moment are in your sacred circle. And if there's things in there that are not current, or you're not really utilizing them, or they're really not connecting with you for now, take them and put them on the outside. Wish them love. If they come back and you allow them back in that circle, it's fine, but it's your choice. So everything moving forward is your choice. And that's another thing this gal is saying. It's your choice. So it's your choice how you react to the situation or the people. It's your choice. So if you want to be dark, dreary, and negative, you do that. But when you realize eventually it's not really getting you anywhere. So she's telling you, clean out your sacred circle, take your breaths and move forward because you deserve it. You're a beautiful soul. You're a beautiful person. And she's just saying, move forward, let it go. Okay, so I don't know if it resonates with you, but that's what I'm getting. And your card was air. Okay, all right. So now I got to put my glasses on again because I can't see. All right. Woo, let's see here. Oh, and it bounced. It did. It bounced. And whoever sent that super sticker, thank you. And hi, Kitty Johnson. How are you? I see you are here. Yeah. Let's see here. Steve. Steve. Yeah. Hi, Steve. Oh, I miss you. They're jumping all over. Hi, Rihanna. How are you? Cindy Pinkham. Margaret's here. Hot dog. Hot dog. Pamela Crawford's here. Lorraine Miller's here. Simon's here. I think I already said Simon. I think Sean and Bex are here somewhere on the thingy too, but I don't see everybody. Wow, it's gotten really bright in here again. All right, let's see what I've got for you. Let's just do the card. I already started, so I don't mind you being live, but let's just do it this way this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So I'm also being told to pick up the lady. So Our Lady's skull, carnelian skull, is in my hand. And don't forget, guys, Carrie Greenaway is the one over by you guys in the UK that has all those beautiful stones. All right, so your card today is the rabbit. Okay, so the rabbit for you today, rabbits are kind of like crazy energy. I've finally actually gotten them back to where I live now. They're kind of showing up more and more. And I imagine it's because the cats aren't outside, but It's nice to have them around, but they're very skittish. So what I'm getting from for you right now is there's something in your life, a situation that's going on, and you're kind of skittish about it. You don't want to really jump into it right away, but they're showing me like, don't worry about it. It isn't really focused on you, whatever the situation is. You're kind of on the sideline with it. So don't allow yourself to be drawn in because you're fearful that whatever's going on is going to affect you in a big way. Okay. Because it's not. It's just there, and it's these other people's stuff to deal with, not yours. Okay. So they're saying just go ahead, but don't go, as they say, and they're funny, don't go down the rabbit hole, right? They're not speaking ill of you. They're not doing anything to harm you. It's just kind of, again, it's like one of those things in life that we kind of pass, but we don't allow into our sacred circle. And they're saying use all that energy you have to just keep moving forward in positives. And I'm also seeing like great big jumps. Okay, they're jumping. So it's like all of a sudden you're being kind of like leapfrog. You're playing a game of leapfrog. So like it's been quite a while, and now things are starting to move with a flow that you need to. So it's kind of jumping over all that old crap that you had sitting around that you were concerned about or worried about. It's like, don't worry about it. Don't allow that fear to come into you to kind of stymie your way forward. You don't want to do that. Just believe in yourself, believe in who you are as a person, believe that everything coming to you is in positives. Don't run like a afraid rabbit. Just kind of sit there and enjoy the moment. And that's what your card is today, Dan. And I love you much. It's the rabbit. I just love rabbits. Rabbits are so cool. All right. So let me fly down here again. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Ha! Yeah, I did. See? I did. I ordered one. I did. I did it on purpose. So I couldn't be there, but I could kind of be there in spirit anyway. Spirit, get it? Oh, I love cats. Give her a pat for me, Margaret. All right, I'm gonna slide down here a little bit. Thank you. Here, so everybody can see. There you go. You can go to their shop. There's the website, www.ghostdimensionshop.com. All right. Yay. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Okay, hang on. I gotta kind of, yeah, sure. I can give you a card. So let me just kind of, I trying not to lose the stream here. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give Lorraine Miller a card today. Let's see what we got for you. It's getting close to Halloween. I hope everybody's getting ready to enjoy the spirit of that season. Again, no pun intended. Whatever night that Sean and Bex aren't doing, I'm doing. So I will post that because I'll be doing some reads and things, because I know with COVID, a lot of people, things have changed as far as what they can do or can't do in certain places. So I will be up and on the opposite night from them because I think they're planning something, I'm sure. All right, so hello, Karen Der Singh, how are you? All right, here we go, Lorraine Miller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This card has really been a couple times recently come up. I also have this here because I need fluids when I'm talking. Okay, your card today, Lorraine, is the gull. Okay, so all right, so gulls represent a lot of things. Solitude and spiritually, they kind of connect. What this is telling me with you today is, okay, so it's kind of like I feel like they were kind of hugging you, or you were hugging, keeping yourself safe, afraid to kind of step away from certain situations, thinking you were going to be getting into situations that you didn't want to be in. And what they're telling me from spirit right now is to let your spirit free. Just let yourself do whatever it is to move forward from whatever the situation is. There should be no fear with you, because if you hold the positives, positives are what you attract. Of course, if you hold negatives, and this is what people don't realize sometimes, is they always say, well, why do negative things happen? It's because we believe they're going to happen. We give it energy, we give it thought, we give it process, we give it opportunities. And sometimes that can really get you to a position where it's kind of hard to stand up on your feet again. And by standing up on your feet, I mean, like, if you allow things to take you to a very depressed state or a down state, the more you dwell on it and feed that energy, the longer you'll stay there and the harder it'll be to stand up. So what they're saying with you today, with whatever it is that's going on, let your spirit just fly free. Let it go, whatever it is, and they're literally showing me this gull, and I'm sure you've seen them, how they just kind of float on the wind and they just soar the wind. They don't even flap their wings. They sometimes they just bob their heads up and down with their wings open, and they just stay in constant flight. So this is what they want you to understand as well, is you should be very confident in your abilities with life, different things and scenarios that come up. You're very, they're telling me you're very strong-willed. So use that and feed positives into it. Always understand that everything and anything is possible if we want it to be that way. Okay, so that's the energy you put into it. You know, you just put into it, you put out to the world, I want this to happen, or I need this to happen, and I don't want any hiccups. Okay, but you get up or say that mantra to the universe out loud or silently in your heart every day, a couple times a day, and you start putting that positive energy out, so the positive energy is attracted to you, and this will continue and flow in all parts of your life. So let your spirit go, kind of like, you know, just ride the waves, ride the airwaves. Just, you've got this. Don't think you don't. And like the gull, you'll be able to maneuver through anything that's like put in your path. Okay, so that's your card tonight, Lorraine. I hope it resonates with you. Let me know if it does or doesn't. Okay. All right, I'm going to go down here. Let's see. Oh. Uh-oh. Steve. Do I want to give Steve a card, guys? Should I give Steve a card? Yeah, I've got time. I can do it. That's my bear mug. I probably should be using this mug instead, though, right? All right. So, hot dogs here. I was going to say something, but I better not, because I know Sean's here and they'll make it all, you guys will all make it a dirty thing. I had coney dogs the other day. Were they good? Coney dogs and coney fries. Chili, chili, chilies. Homemade chili, too. That was good. All right. So, Mr. Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is really kind of funny, because the first thing I said as I started shuffling these and tossing them, I kept saying, man, Steve, why are you being so bullheaded? So what card comes up? The ram. Okay, so if you know anything about rams, I'm sure you guys have seen pictures or clips of the ram males button heads all the time. And what they're showing me for you is, and again, they're yelling, don't be bullheaded. Okay, it's almost like there's a situation, and it really doesn't matter because there's like no winner, no loser with this situation. But they're saying it's like you're kind of out to prove a point, and really it's just more about you proving the point is coming from you. They're laughing. They're not mad. That's all I keep seeing. The ram bumping his head into the wall. And part of it is okay, because it's almost like they're telling me like you think you lost your moment. You lost like there was something coming up and you had like almost like a deadline, but it was more of a deadline that you set, and now it's kind of too late because it's gotten past that situation or past those what's the words they're trying to tell me? Past the scenario, past the it's like if you had spoken sooner, it would have been considered, but now it's like it's a moot point. So quit banging your head into the wall and being stubborn. Boy, Panda, is he that stubborn? Because they're really showing me he's really, really super stubborn. Not all the time, but when it's like when Steve, when you feel like they missed the point of it, or they didn't hear you, or you want your voice to be heard, it's like you're very stubborn. You want to stay there until they recognize it. So I'm being told to tell you, they do recognize it. It has been recognized. So just stop giving yourself the headache and let it go. And they're also telling me with the ram, okay, it's because the ram came up because you're sure-footed. So I want to say this is with, like, it's not in the home. This is outside the home. So it's something you're involved with, whether it's work or something you're doing outside of the home. It's just be open to other ideas to whatever this is. And stop being, they just keep yelling, stop being so stubborn, stop being so stubborn. So I don't know, Panda, is he stubborn? I don't know, but that's what I'm being told for you today, Steve, is it's the ram is your card. And I'm like, that's, they just showing me these two rams just hitting heads and then showing me you hitting your head on a wall. So yeah, so just don't be so bullheaded. That's what they keep saying. Okay, so now I'm going to go down again. And remember, I'm just the messenger. Okay, that's it. I'm the messenger. That's it. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Hi, Pamela. Sure, I will. And James, yes, I'll give you a card as well. Thank you for joining us over here. Appreciate it. So let me first do Pamela French. And welcome to the Ghost Dimension family. All right, guys, let's see what we've got for Pamela French today. I'm still laughing because, Steve, they're still yelling. He's so ball-headed. Oh, I hope they let this go. Okay, all right, Pamela French. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so there's new opportunities coming up for you too. That's like the first thing they're yelling. Okay, and your card tonight is the butterfly. Okay, and this is all about you. And somebody just yelled, it's all about you, baby. It's all about you. So there's someone on the spirit side in your spirit family that has passed, that walked with you. And I want to say fairly recent that he's passed. It's a male. And it wasn't like, he's kind of showing me like it was quick and unexpected, yet it was expected, whatever that means. Anyway, he just yelled, this is all for you, baby. And he's like giving me the thumbs up sign. So the butterfly for you, okay, is all about you moving forward without anybody kind of keeping your wings down or holding you back. This is your time to shine, okay? And it's like you've come through all this metamorphosis, right? similar to what the butterfly goes through, okay? But you really were struggling to get out of that old place, to find new purpose, to kind of shed light on what direction you wanted to take. And it was kind of like, wow, what do I do next? I'm not used to this. I'm not used to making these kind of decisions about things. Or I usually ask people, no, this is not what it's about. This is about all you, and it's your time. I keep hearing this over and over. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be. And again, it's this beautiful butterfly that kind of came out of the cocoon, sat, let its wings get dry, from being in the cocoon, and now it can go in every direction or any direction that it wants to. And the butterfly is you. It's just like kind of a rebirth. It's kind of like a rebirthing. It's like you're making yourself over, or you're showing this new personality or this new side. You can do anything you want to do, and you won't be held back. The sky's the limit. And they're putting all kinds of positives in this. And it's like, I almost feel like the butterfly they're showing me is like tattooed on your heart. So the butterfly it either means something special to you, or it's signifying positives. But it's like almost like your heart was in a cocoon and now it's free. Okay. And it's not necessarily you kind of struggle to become free, or to become that new person, to step into that newness or the new direction, not knowing what to expect. But I'm being told over and over that you have the ability to do whatever you want. Just put your mind to it, and things will happen the way they're supposed to. And again, this gentleman, he's like with you every step of the way. And he keeps doing like this. I'm with you. And he says, like, I'm with you, baby, every step of the way. Okay, so that's your card. I don't know if it resonates, but that is your card tonight, and it is the butterfly. All right, so I hope it resonates, Pamela, and you have a great day. Thank you. Hi, Tina. How are you? And Yvonne, yep, I will. Yes, I will give you a card today. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry about your canary. I'll talk about that in a minute, okay? Let me give James a card here. And James, let me get a sip of water first. I finally figured it out the other day. When I get on these lives, why I got to drink so much water or tea, it's because I don't live with anybody except the critters, so I don't do a lot of talking during the day. So this is a chance for my vocal cords to get out there, I guess. All right, James, let's see what I can pull up for you today. All righty. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, for anybody that doesn't know, I picked the 7th card because there's 7 directions. 7 is a sacred number. In my culture and many cultures actually, and that's why I picked 7. Okay, and for the grandfather teachings. Guess what? Your card today is the bear. All right, my favorite card, right? It has to be. So with you, okay, first of all, the bear signifies a couple things, and with you, it's actually showing me this, because sometimes it goes one of 2 ways. Okay, and the bear is all about courage and possibilities, and it's from the west. It comes from the direction of the west, so it's about tying up loose ends, and it's always brought up with people like in the fall, but it's like the season of the fall, like almost like from your life path. Okay, and this is what they're showing me right now, that it's from your life path. It's fall. Like we could be sitting in summer or winter and they would still tell me fall. So fall is all about right now for you kind of gathering. They're showing me great gathering, like gathering up stuff that you're going to need, and gather up things that you've kind of put out there and manifested. It's time to harvest them and bring them in, whether it's jobs, whether it's meeting new people, all these old things that you've been on this path and you've been doing recently. It's time to kind of tie them up and put them where you need them. So if you need the events or the things that you've helped manifest or the people that are in your life that you want to keep there for this next season coming up, this is the time to do it. Tie up the loose ends, get rid of things that don't resonate with you anymore. And then as you come out of this, and I'm hearing like by the third week of November for you, okay, is going to be kind of like when you're entering your winter phase. Okay, so you'll have collected all these things to do and people that you know and get everything placed where you need it to, whether it's work, job, social, health, any of it, people, any of it. Okay, so that once you launch into winter, you'll have things and you won't have to worry about it because you've gathered everything you've needed. Okay. Okay, in winter that's coming up, because usually the barrel comes at the end of fall and signify like a hibernation for winter. That's not what it is for you. It's not going to be a hibernation for you in wintertime. It's going to be actually kind of like a wow, take a big deep breath, and now I can really get into this stuff. Okay, so this is the stuff that you brought forward with you to continue working on in the winter. And actually, I'm actually seeing you very kind of busy during the winter months. But they're saying by the end of the second week of November, beginning of the third week of November, you're going to want to make sure all your loose ends and all the things you need to have done. They're telling me to tell you, don't procrastinate. I'm a great procrastinator, so I get that. But they're saying don't wait till the last minute because you won't be able to grab everything that you need or you want to be able to move spiritually, emotionally, physically, job-wise, socially, whatever, forward. Okay? So that's your card tonight. And in a sense, it's like you're the bear. Okay? So you're the bear that's preparing to get to this place of having all this to be able to access during the winter months. Okay, so that is your card, and I hope it resonates with you. Plus, it's a bear, so can't go wrong with that, right? Okay, I'm just kidding. All right, now, ooh, The Conjuring. That's a good movie. I've seen it a couple times. Okay, but I want to talk about this. Okay, I'm sorry, Yvonne, that your canary passed. It's sad. I lost the last bird I lost was an African gray that I had for 23 years. It's very hard because they become part of your family, and even my little Keats. I mean, everybody's seen Pip and Mango here, the lovebirds I have, but I've got a couple Keats that I took in as well, and you miss them. If something happens to them, you miss them because they're a big part of your life. So honor that, and just give your time to self your time, and it's okay, to grieve them in your own way, whatever that is. But I'm actually seeing the fact that another bird will be kind of they're literally saying almost like dropped in your lap. So this opportunity with another bird, but know that it is the canary, your pet, that is bringing it through. Now this canary that I'm being shown is kind of like, it's yellow, but it's like got a little bit like a real pale orange up by its like cheeks here, and then it's a little brighter head, and it's also giving me the number 8. So I don't know what that's about, but it's giving me the number 8. But remember, it doesn't matter what kind of animal it is. It can be small. It can be as big as a horse, like I have had. They do come back and they are around you because they're part of your soul family. Okay. And again, I'm very sorry for that. Make sure you grieve it in a good way. Okay. All right. Good, Kay. I'm glad to hear that's going on. Hi, Kat. How are you? Kim Massey, yeah, I haven't seen you in a huge long time, right? I tell you. Yeah, Kay, I'll get you a card as well. So hang on. Okay, so let's see what I can get for Kim. Remember, guys, share and like the video and follow Ghost Dimension either on Facebook or YouTube. I'm over on YouTube. I'm on Facebook, and I also have my website. So we're always around. Just look for us. You'll find us. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today, kind of fitting for the month that it is in Halloween. All right, this card for you today is the spider. Okay, now with this card for you today, what I'm hearing really strong is this is grandmother spider energy coming through, and this is telling me to tell you you have to kind of, well, there's a theme to today. I always say that every day. You sort of have to let go of stuff that's been kind of keeping you in place, and you keep going back to it to either fix it, repair it, figure it out. Okay, and grandmother spider is really super loud and saying it's time to let it go and recreate. Okay, and by recreate they mean to make things the way that are important to you. You're in charge. You can spin your life web however you want it. And this is all about giving yourself empowerment to do that. Okay, so it's also telling me that it's kind of like going dust yourself off and get up. Okay, dust yourself off and get up. And don't bring all that garbage with you. Let it go so that it can recycle into the universe into positives. It's like stuff that you don't need anymore, or stuff that happened in the past. It's like you don't need to put attention on it. You're wasting precious moments. Okay, you're wasting precious moments, time that you can't get back, and things that you can't change. So they keep telling me to tell you, spin your webs, your life, okay, which the web of life, okay, the way you want it to, the way that works for you, the way that is important for you. And that's your card today, Kim. Good to see you, and thanks for stopping in. And it is the spider, grandmother spider too. That's a really cool thing. All right, so let me give Kay a card here. Hang on, Kay. Oh. Good deal, Yoda. Good deal. Good deal. Ashley Miller. Hi, how are you? And Tina, yeah, I'll pull you a card in a minute. Let me get Kay first, okay? All right, Miss Kay. Let's see what we got for Miss Kay today. Woo! Oh, well, look at that. You get 2 cards, Miss Kay. All right, so, because one just fell out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, and I shuffled them good, but that came up too. So the first card that comes up for you today, this is the card that jumped out of the deck, was the red-tailed hawk. Second card that came up for you today is the butterfly. Okay, so we'll deal with this one first. The hawk is a bird that's very revered in my culture, and it is, other than the eagle, it is the other bird that flies closest to Creator God's face, so that the wings and feathers can touch his face or her face. And it's also about looking at things differently, looking at things, because hawks have really super keen eyesight. They can pick up a mouse in a field from way up in the air. So this is about you taking a different perspective and a different look at things that are going on around you, and trying to cut loose the old ways of thought is what they're telling me right now. Okay, so that's got to deal with this card. Okay, so then the butterfly comes out and it's like, it's time. It's time. It's time for you to kind of come out of that cocoon and let your wings dry a little bit. It's time to morph into what you're meant to be, what you're supposed to be, what you want to be. And again, they're going back to the hawk and saying, don't bring forward with you stuff that no longer works. Okay, so you need to evolve, but you need to see the bigger picture. And it's almost like I feel like there's fear involved with it too, like personal fear, like, you know, oh, I had it last year. It's things you don't want to do or things that you don't want to say because you're afraid if you do, it's not going to turn out the way it's supposed to. And they're saying you are so protected and you are so awesome. And they did use that word awesome, okay, that you are ready to see things in a different way and understand them once you do see them in the way that you should be seeing them, that you will be able to come forward and move through all of these issues. And again, the same thing as with the previous cards. It's like everybody's kind of dragging baggage with them, old things that you think can be fixed, or things that didn't happen the way you wanted them to, or people that you just really don't want to let go of, but they're really not serving your purpose anymore. And when I say let go of them, just make room in your inner circle for new things, new ideas, new opportunities, new people to come into, and you'll have a place for them. Doesn't mean that you set them on the outside and you wish them bad or anything. You know, I had that relationship the past 8 years, and I lost my brother last year. And because of things he thought when my mom passed, he just didn't want to talk to me. I tried and I tried, and I held that for a long time. And then when he passed, I was very sad because I didn't speak to him for 8 years. And it was like, not for lack of trying, but he just didn't want to talk to me. Okay. And I still to this day don't know why. Okay. But I had to let that go. So that's what I mean. I let my brother go and I didn't worry about it anymore. Didn't mean I didn't love him. Didn't mean that I cared less for him or wished him harm. It just mean I let it go so that I had room and didn't have to carry all these burdens forward with me. And Kay, they really show me a big box of them with you, or a big bag of them with you. So you need to kind of address that and clean it out and get rid of it. And then you'll have new opportunities and new awesome things on your life path that you'll be able to experience. Okay, so that is your card today, Miss Kay. Okay, now I got to put my glasses on again because I got to be able to see. All right, Ashley Miller, hi. I said hi to you. And Tina, yeah, I'll pull a card for you. Pixie's here. All right, let's see. Let me get a glass of water here first because I'm rambling. Absolutely, I will give you a card. All right, Tina, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Snake medicine. Snake card. Okay, the snake. I love snakes. I wouldn't want one as a pet because I don't think it's fair to them. But I love snakes. Snakes don't scare me. They're not slimy. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures. And I know a lot of people are going, oh no, Bear, they're gross. They're not. They're not slimy at all. They're beautiful. They're very intelligent. And they teach us a lot of cool things. And one of the things that they're showing me for you right now is the shedding of skin. Okay, so the snake is like growing out, and this is kind of almost like a dormant time for them. So they eat and they get fat, and they eat and they build muscle, they eat and they store energy, and then their skin has to shed so that they can grow into who they're meant to be on the next chapter of their lives. Okay, so and this is what I'm being shown. They're showing me the snake is like halfway out of shedding its skin. So it's like you're halfway out is what they're showing me. You're halfway out of the old you to the new you, the old ways to the new ways. It's like you're right in between that. Again, the word that I'm hearing tonight quite a bit is metamorphosis, but it's actually you're shedding things that no longer serve you, and you respect it, and you're growing stronger because of it, but you're not quite there yet. It's only halfway peeled. So you have to give yourself time, be gentle on your soul, and allow this process to continue. And once you are, and I feel like it's going to be kind of like sometime in January to the first couple weeks in February, it's like all of a sudden you're going to like go, wow, what a difference. Okay, so it's the process of ridding old things that no longer serve you and moving into this good period of growth and new opportunity and new things. And I'm actually being shown like a new path for you with some of the work you're doing. So it's going to reach farther. It's going to touch other people's lives in a different way. And it's kind of going to surprise you because you didn't expect it to be this big of a deal. But it's coming. But you have to still go through the shedding of the old to get ready for the new. Okay, and that's your card. And actually, snake medicine is really difficult to walk through. I carry it. I got it back in the 90s, and it's to be very respected. And it's like transmutation, and it's like all these cool things. So you kind of need to honor that time, Tina, and maneuver it. I almost feel like this is being a snake medicine that's presenting itself to you. So another thing you probably want to look up and learn a little bit about is when the shedding happens with them, what actually happens, or how they're perceived. Or you can go over also on my, I think I have that card up there, on my website, bearmedicinewalker.com, and look up under the cards, and I have definitions of the cards, and just check out exactly what it means in general. Okay? Hopefully that'll resonate with you. And yeah, somebody asked me the other day, yeah, these are my cards. I created them, and I sold them for a few years. And if you're interested, let me know, and I'll see if we can get you a pack. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Pixie, James, Cat. Oh, I'm sorry your ankle is sprained. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. Are you my sister or something? I'm always spraining or breaking something. Hello, Miss Deborah. I will give you a card. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Bex is here on her own thing tonight. Hi, Bex. Hi, Victoria. I see you down there too. All right. All right. Deborah. Okay. I have a dog stepping forward with you, Deborah. It's kind of a medium-sized dog. It's really kind of odd. Usually when I'm doing these kind of readings, it doesn't happen. But there's a medium-sized dog that stepped forward for you and like is wagging away, kind of. It definitely knows you. I don't know if it passed recently or no, it didn't pass super recently. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But there's a dog here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I always have crazy animals around me all the time anyway. Their spirits are just as large and in charge as they were in life. And they're just as worthy as people coming through half the time. All right, so your card tonight is the Desert Wolf, okay, also known as Coyote. You know, a lot of people don't care for them. I think they all have purpose in the life circle that's out there, and they're actually pretty smart, pretty sneaky too. Um, this is another reason that it's a symbol with my native culture. They're also known as the trickster. Some cultures, it's known as Pan, one of the the gods of the Greeks, or I think it was the Greeks, and Kokopelli with the natives, with the flute player. Okay, and all the time, they're also about either male or female energy. They're always coming in to say and talk about the unbalanced um, spirituality, physical, whatever. It's unbalanced with you right now. So they're actually bringing me for you. They're talking about the feminine, divine feminine. Okay. So it's like you need to take time for yourself to kind of almost, I'd say pamper yourself, but more like taking care and healing your soul. They're literally saying healing your soul's energy. And this is to bring in that divine feminine. There's something that's been like holding in, they're like, it's like showing me a heart that's like clenched in a fist. So it's like something that has emotionally hurt your feelings or hurt you in some way, but you're not really letting other people see it. So that's why I'm seeing, I think, this clutching on your heart. And they're showing the coyote lay down, and actually it's licking its paws and just kind of laying there. And the other coyotes in its pack are coming around and nudging it and telling it it's going to be okay. And this is kind of what I'm getting for you. And it's like, you have to allow yourself time for the emotional as well as whatever else is goes on in our lives. We always have to pay attention to the divine feminine and the masculine sides, because everybody carries a bit of both. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, we all carry both. But you have to work in harmony so that it balances. So they're literally showing me like light and dark. Okay, so yin and yang. Okay, so when we walk through our lives, if we always walk on the dark side, we don't know how good light can be. And if we're always 24/7 be walking in the light side of joy and grace, we'd never know how to deal with the other side of that, which is the dark, which is the negative, which is the yin to the yang. Okay, and this is what they're really talking to me about for you right now. And it's like you have to feed the need, feed the spiritual, feed the emotional. And once you allow yourself to do that, that heavy feeling, and again, I'm seeing like somebody's like got hold of that heart and is just hanging on to it. You'll be able to let that ease up a bit and understand that when you ease up, it doesn't mean that you lose that. It just means it's balanced. And you definitely need to balance with whatever this is. Not bad. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing, but it's just information for you to pay attention to your spirituality and your emotional states so that they balance out with everything else in your life. And that's our goal as people, right? That's our goal, is to walk in a good way, to set positive examples, to be the best people that we can be. And that's very important with all of us. So, Deborah, I hope that kind of resonated for you and you understood. And thank you for stopping in today. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go down a little bit. Here we go. Victoria. Simon. Okay. Ha! Kirsten, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm going to use you as a stopping pick here for me. Find out where it's going. Hi, Vic. Vic sent you a sticker. Bex and Sean. James, I did give you a card. I hope you heard it. I'm sorry if you did not, but it is here earlier. I think it was just one of those things that I've been talking and I haven't made my way completely down the list yet. Pamela Crawford. That cracks me up. Hot dog. Hot dog. Okay. Oh, I think I saw. Did I think I saw? I think I saw. Did I think I saw? Now where did it go? Holy crow, Tina. You're very welcome, Tina. I'm going down. Thought I saw Wilson here too. Sorry, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Everybody's yakking and talking. Everybody's yakking and talking. And I don't want to lose everybody. Okay, I think we did it. I think I did it. And I only went over 11 minutes. Oh my gosh, I think I got everybody. Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more time before I go. Is there anybody else that wants a card that I missed? Put it in the comments now before I go, or you'll have to wait till next week. All right. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, Yvonne. Okay. Yvonne, I will give you a card. Okay. 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 Maybe I. Okay. And Debbie Nelson. Okay. So hang on. I got two more. I'm going to give two more. All right. Here we go. Let's see. They're coming in. See, I thought I was sleeping and falling asleep on the job. I thought, yay, I really did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, Yvonne, you got and Bex and Sean, you know, I love you guys, and I understand if you got to take off, no big deal. I miss you, I love you. Okay, so Yvonne, your card today is the Orca. Okay, so orcas are guardians. Okay, they're actually ancient guardians, and to the people up on the Northwest, they're through a lot of lore and history with the native peoples up there. And this one is all about self-empowerment. Okay, so, yep. Okay, so this one is bringing ancient wisdoms to the point. Okay, ancient wisdoms. So this is about things that you need to look to, this is about more of a spiritual line for you right now. And they want you to kind of, they're saying for whatever reason, look back to the beginning. So whatever that place would be for you, and that's where you're going to find the answers that you're looking for. And it's almost like there's something that's been kind of eluding you, or you feel that it's been eluding you, answers that you've looked for something very specific. And they're saying very specific, but they're saying go back to the origin, go back to where it began, and open yourself to learning and understanding and accepting what's being presented to you. And once you do that, you'll find it, and it will help you move forward in positives. Okay, so that's your card today, and that is the Orca. Okay, and I don't like calling them killer whales. I know a lot of people do, but it's just because of the type of whale they are and how they hunt for food. Okay, let me, oh, I lost everybody. Okay, hang on. You're welcome, Yvonne. Okay. I saw you, Debbie, somewhere. I don't know. This thing just split on me here. Okay, let me see what this says too. Good deal. See, it's you can't make that stuff up, right? Okay. Deb. Hello, there you are. Okay, so let me pull one for Deb. And then I think I saw Vic, put your thing down there if I did read it and I lost it because it just went crazy over here. And I'll leave one for you too. Okay, so Miss Debbie, I'm mean to cut for you. Cut for you. Sure, cat. Okay. Night, Lorraine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, I shuffled them. Can't make it up. Look what card came up for you, Miss Deb. All right, so it's the bear. It's the bear. Okay, for you, this is about, okay, so they're showing me like a celebration, like a kind of like Thanksgiving time, but it's not Thanksgiving in the way Americans think of Thanksgiving. This is more about a gathering and a feast. A harvest feast is what they're calling it. It's a kind of a time to gather and reminisce and talk about people that we miss here in the humans, but they're actually with you. I literally see like a bunch of people sitting around a table. There's like a big food spread out, you know, there's cornbread, there's turkey, there's salads, there's beans, there's fresh corn, there's all this food, and it's all like on an autumn colored, brownish colored like this, okay, table, right? Tablecloth. It's all laid out and it's beautiful, and there's candles lit there and everything. You're seeing it, and all of a sudden you guys are talking, you said prayer, you're talking, and then I see the ancestors and your family in spirit standing around this table, and they're with each other, but they're also with you. And I'm being told to give you the message: we are never not around you. We are always with you. And these are a mixture of men and women of different ages, but they're actually in regalia. And they're towering, like their spirit form is like towering, like this big beacon, this big globe that's being set over you, like to protect you and keep you safe. So that's what I've got for you today, Miss Deb. Awesome. Awesome as always. Okay. Much love to you. And for now, guys, everybody, thank you so much for stopping in today, and as always, I'll see you next Tuesday. All right, happy hauntings, everybody. Love ya. Bye. Thank you for tuning in today, and make sure to share, like, and subscribe to us and become part of the Ghost Mention family here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. My name is Bear Medicine Walker, and I approve of this message.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean, and together we are Ghost Dimension, a paranormal investigative show that explores the most haunted locations in the world. You can watch us on
Amazon,
Pluto TV,
also the Roku channel,
or even our own YouTube channel. So please make sure you tune in, check it out, or visit our website at www.ghostdimension.co.uk, and let's see you all very soon.